Okay. Hi and welcome back. My name is Stephanie and I am addicted to eyeshadows. I love eyeshadow. It's my favorite makeup item to buy. And I very first got interested in eyeshadow whenever I was in high school still, and I found out about MAC Cosmetics and single eyeshadows and I was hooked. So I have been experimenting, playing with eyeshadow for about 20 years or so, and over the years I have come to have like some very significant favorites. So that is what this video is about, is my favorite eyeshadows. I love singles. I will put some money down on some singles if it's a color that I really like. Over the years, as my makeup collection has grown, I now buy like more unique shadows. I'm kind of like the NARS ones. Like NARS singles just get me almost every time. I love them and they're usually pretty unique to what I already have in my collection of like palettes or other singles, etc. So that's what this video is going to be about. I don't know exactly how many I have, so I'm not going to like label this a top 10 or anything. It might be a top 10. I don't know. We shall find out. I'm going to do the boring ones first, and that is my neutrals. Very first neutral is Wet n Wild's Brule. MAC also has a shade named Brule, and they are like identical to each other. I will be swatching these. I'm not going to do like brush swatches or anything because most of the time they don't swatch very good. This is a shade that I set my primer or my eye base with, and that is Brule. It's a good shade. Too Faced White Chocolate, I believe, in the Chocolate Bar palette is like the same color as this. Any of these cream shades are just like amazing, but Brule is definitely my favorite. Malt by MAC is like my perfect crease transition shade. I am wearing this today, although you might not be able to tell because I have a lot of purple on, but this one right here is just a tad darker than my skin tone, but it works really well for in my crease. And a makeup artist that I used to really like, I would go into the MAC store and anything that she suggested I would buy, and she had suggested this and I fell in love with it. This is my second pan of Malt, which is why it doesn't look very used, but I have gone through an entire pan of this. Two shadows that are basically dupes for each other, and I didn't realize that until I had bought the second one, but that is MAC's Soft Brown and Anastasia's Birkin. These things are like identical once you get them on the eyes. For a crease shade, this one is so perfect. It's a tad bit darker than Malt, so I can put what is that, Brule all over the lid, and then I'll put Malt on the crease and up on my upper brow bone, and then go in with Soft Brown or Birkin to deepen up my crease, and it's like this perfect gradient. So I will swatch Birkin as well because I was like, oh my goodness, they're exactly the same, but which is fine because I really like both shadows. I'm going to say that the Anastasia one's a little bit easier to blend out, only because it's not as dry as the MAC shadow. A yellow that I really enjoy is MakeupGeek's Chickadee. I think this is like a super on-trend color right now. This one blends out really nice and it looks lovely as a one shadow look, just all over the lid and then blended out. Chickadee is really pretty. There's a similar color in the Anastasia Subculture palette, and I think it's called Paper Tiger by ColourPop, is really similar to Chickadee. I like Chickadee a little bit better than the Paper Tiger one though. Now on to some fun shades. I live for color. I could probably never wear neutrals like just as a full eye look and be totally okay with it. I live for color, and I'm going to tell you my very top favorite colorful eyeshadow in the entire world is Stars and Rockets by MAC. This is my second pan of this. I'm almost done with it, and I have a backup pan of this in my drawer. This color is on my eyelids today, right here. I did use it wet. It goes with anything. Pinks, blues, purples. This color is everything. I love this eyeshadow so much. So much. It's got a shift to it. I don't remember what type of shadow this is by MAC, but if they ever discontinue this, I don't know what I would do. I would cry and have a literal pity party. It's so pretty. So that's my like all-time favorite. I didn't even save it for last because I was just so excited. I love Stars and Rockets, and I do talk about it a lot. I'm currently panning it in my 17 in 2017 challenge, which is a project pan. Another similar shadow to Stars and Rockets is Blacklight by MakeupGeek. Who did I see this? Lauren May Beauty was talking about this shadow, and I was being a brat and I never picked it up, and then I finally picked it up after she had talked about it enough times, and I was like, ooh, that's pretty. So it's almost a, well, it is a lighter, more iridescent version or duochrome version of Stars and Rockets. These two together work really well. Like this one as an inner corner is really pretty. Boom Boom Room by MAC is a dazzle shadow. These work best applied wet and as like a shifter shade. Urban Decay has a similar one. I think it's called Solstice. It's got like that blue brown Max Club type of shift to it. I love the dazzle shadows. I actually have like 6 or 7 of these. I went crazy whenever they first came out. I really like them. If you like glitter, you would like their dazzle shadows. They're a little bit more pricey and you can't buy them in just the pan, but glitter toppers are everything, because I don't love the Urban Decay ones so much as I love these. I would rather buy the MAC ones than the Urban Decay. Another favorite is Earthshine by NARS. This is one of the ones that was limited edition. I believe it was last holiday season, and then they went out of stock and they just brought them back in stock on Sephora's website. It's still in stock on the NARS website, but Earthshine is on my inner corner today. I love this shadow. I want a backup of this even though I still have a lot of pan left, but this works really well with purples and pinks as well. It's just like this high shine, and then it's got just some beautifulness to it. The sister to Earthshine is Outer Limits, and this is the one that people went a little bit crazy over whenever they first released, and whenever they released them again. I did pick it up. It's more like a glitter overlay. It's a peachy pink glitter overlay. It reminds me of the MAC Dazzle shadows. It has like a peach pink. Can you see that? With pink or orange eyeshadow. This on the inner corner. Yes. Yes. They're so good. All right, let's keep with the NARS thing. Pasiphae. This is one of their dual intensity eyeshadows. You can use them wet or dry. I personally like these wet better because it really brings out the oomph. That is the beautifulness of these shadows that made no sense. I don't even care. This is a green based one and it is so pretty. This on the eyes literally just smoked out, and then with the dark brown lower lash line, it screams fall. This is up there like with my top 3 eyeshadows. I love it. A shadow that I like, but I don't use enough because I don't know why, but that is Mermaid by NYX. It is not this teal on the skin. I'll swatch it right here. This is really pretty as an inner corner highlight. You can still kind of see the skin underneath. It flashes teal and it's really pretty. And then my last favorite eyeshadow is like an honorable mention, and it's not actually a shadow, but it is MAC's Vanilla Pigment. Think Kat Von D's Metal Shadow in the shade Thunderstruck. Can't think of anything else right now. It's just MAC's Vanilla Pigment. I love this. This shade just kind of picks up whatever color you're placing it on top of, and it shifts, and it's beautiful. You can use it wet or dry. I really like pigments because they're like, bam, in your face color. This as an inner corner is probably my favorite inner corner color of all time. Yes. So you can see that I have like a very distinct taste in what I like in eyeshadows. So MAC's Vanilla, Stars and Rockets, Blacklight by MakeupGeek, Boom Boom Room by MAC, Earthshine by NARS, Outer Limits by NARS, Pasiphae by NARS, and then NYX's Mermaid. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I'm hoping that this was kind of quick and informative. Everything that I mention is going to be listed down below in the description bar, as well as my Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, come check out that. I post a lot of like eye looks because that's what I do on Instagram, and sometimes reviews of things. You know, it's just my beauty Instagram. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Let me know what your like number 1 or number 2 favorite eyeshadow, single eyeshadow is, if you have one, and or if you prefer to buy palettes or singles. Because I'm just now getting into palettes and I find them very exciting, but I still love my singles. All right, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.
All right, have a wonderful day. I love eyeshadow. Love eyeshadow. And I like whenever companies come out with like new exciting eyeshadows. It like just floats my boat. I'm all for that.